What it do? Talk royalty. How's it going on today? So today's subject is what's up? What is it? What we talking about today? You know me.
Oh, let me see. And you know, I got asked the question today, and it's been kind of fucking with me.
I kind of
And the
cut
question
up.
was, so this is gonna be topic number one, I guess. The question was, does marriage hold the same value that it used to hold back in the day? Right now, today.
Yes and no.
No. Marriage does not hold the same value as it. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna say no. To some people, it may, but there's other people who don't do it for the same reasons, in my opinion.
Okay.
A lot of people who do the marriage thing for show, and I just don't. I don't get it. And then they cheat the whole time they married, and it's not even a marriage.
And that's why I say
paper.
yes and no.
That's why you said yes and no. It makes sense.
It's not even a marriage at this point.
Makes sense.
Like,
I think there are still some people out there that do truly look at marriage like they used to and have the same values as they used to. Some people do take it to heart, but these other generations, I don't know. These newer, they on some other shit, in my opinion.
I absolutely agree with that one. You ain't lying on that. I mean, I don't know. I think it's probably because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I touched on the last episode I was on. You got people putting people put value in the wrong things when it comes to marriage. You know what I'm saying? You got people, they value the material shit when it comes to a marriage. They value what a motherfucker can do for them, what a motherfucker got to offer. Like, all the shit that can literally be taken from you like that. That's what they value. Instead of valuing, what is this person putting into me? What is this person bringing to me that I didn't know I had myself type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe if people stop valuing the material shit, like put that shit on the back burner and get back to the core values, then marriage could be valued like it was back in the day. But with the generation we live in and with all this shit that's on social media and shit, I don't think it's gonna happen. Cause you got women that think when they see certain things on TV, they like, that's how a marriage is supposed to be. Not understanding what you're watching is fictitious. That shit ain't real.
Make believe.
Like
it's
you watching something that somebody wrote down, gave to somebody, they went and got some actors and they acted that shit out. This shit really don't happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? And then you also gotta look at people don't value what was valued when our grandparents was married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see people being married for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years no more. And a lot of women think because women that were married that long back then were settling. No. They took their vows serious. The vows actually meant something. Because when you taking the vows, it's like you coming with an understanding like, you know what? Our marriage gonna go through some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you letting it be known that you're gonna do whatever you can to stick by that person. You see what I'm saying?
Also, is that old school marriage and marriage in general nowadays is supposed to be amongst the church, amongst God's union.
And that's what's missing.
And people don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be before you got married, you sat down, had counseling with the preacher, you know, you wrote out pros and cons and different things, and you really understood the balance of, and like I said, you know, when it came to it being under the power and hand of God, you kept in the church, you know. You understood about becoming evenly yoked with each other through God and you know what the circle of one under the hand of God mean. And you ain't got that nowadays. Like I said, it's not no grandparents and parents teaching it. So nowadays, even when you hear about marriage, it's like marriage is like a football career. You know what I'm saying? Running back only got 3-year life expectancy in the NFL, and it's like marriage then came to that too, because ain't nobody in the church. Niggas going to the courthouse getting married on the whim or Vegas.
Ooh, you ain't lying on that one.
You know,
You ain't lying. Niggas really
so,
is going to the goddamn courthouse.
you know, and like she was saying, you know, so many people get married for the wrong reasons now. Like now that you can do same-sex marriage, it's so many motherfuckers that ain't really gay but getting married just for the tax benefits or, you know, whatever. Even if they fucking around, it's more about the tax benefits, child tax credit, shit like that. Over, I actually am in love with this person. I kill for this person. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to breathe without this person.
Facts. Yeah, I agree with that. It's absolutely true. Yeah. I mean, like, I tell people all the time, like, man, like you just said, God is supposed to be the center of a marriage, you know what I'm saying? But you got people that just, I don't know, whether it's they just don't want him to be in it or they just feel like, nah, we can do this on our own, because honestly, you can't do shit on your own. You need help some kind of way.
It's that motherfuckers is dumb sleep. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even dumb woke. Because like I said, once again, TV, magazine, movie, what they depict is what people is steady being on, you know, to where even the number of atheists in the country or worldwide went up.
It's funny you say that.
Because
It's funny you say that because at the same time, if you actually was paying attention and being woke, like you say, like you be telling these people, stay woke, get alive, the fucking government's telling you what's going on. Watch fucking Simpsons. Even though they pick what they want you to see and everything else, South Park.
It's not even about
they tell you,
it's TV period.
It's just TV period. They tell you what's going on. They show you what's going on, what they want.
But here's the ticket. Here's the ticket. Motherfuckers gotta stop acting stupid and realize that TV shows you what they want you to see. And motherfuckers gotta really open their eyes and realize you in this world living life. You see what you see, and it's worse than what the fuck TV showing.
Right. And this is my thing right here, you know what I'm saying? They like, okay, you say it's in the TV too, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, it might be in the TV, but these motherfuckers, how they know about aliens? How they know what alien look like? Why they even showing alien movies? You know what I'm saying? Aliens falling out of space and shit, just trying to do something, whatever, and they capture one, and you know, they take the alien out of Area 51 and all type of shit to kidnap him so he can get back home to his peoples.
Facts.
Why they showing shit like that? Did it really happen?
Right.
And it could have, but this is the ticket to it.
If they didn't, it's a creative ass people out here.
Say, prime example. Say we robbing a bank right now somewhere. We can pre-recorded this shit and set it up to where it'll pop right now to where this is our alibi. Right?
Yeah.
Well, TV and government works the same way. I know I want to do this, but I need an alibi. I need something to cover, you know what I'm saying, smoke shield. I need to smoke.
You need to smoke.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to make sure I get your attention to looking at this, even though this is what's going on. And most people's attention is going to go to that smoke shield because people don't know. That same low attention span you probably got with everything else you should have when dealing with the government. Look back sometimes. Look to the side sometimes, just like you would do any other time. But they get so many people in this tunnel vision looking at that smoke shield. By the time people turn the other way, shit can already happen.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't have said that shit better myself.
That's true. It's
I keep
fucked up.
telling everybody, man. I keep
People
telling
so
everybody, stop
blind.
believing that. You gotta stop
They
believing.
blinded by what they told.
And that's the problem. You can't be blinded by what you told. It's like
Right.
all this cancel Dave Chappelle shit. Cut it the fuck out.
I have not really
Fuck
got
the left.
into that.
See, the problem is people get the left too much hour. Somebody need to walk over to the left and slap somebody and tell them to get their shit together. And then walk back over to the right and slap 2 more people and tell them to get their shit together.
Right.
That's just like I was saying about the whole atheist thing. People have let TV and newspaper and bullshit take their belief of God away from them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Motherfuckers then forgot. Ain't nobody on planet Earth Superman for real, nor fucking Batman.
No.
At all.
You not getting shot with a bullet and living without it being the grace of God.
Maybe one of the visitors coming to Earth, but not nobody from here.
Man, look.
If you read the Bible, that man says, ask and you shall receive.
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people just need to start remembering about that damn knee and talk to that man and watch shit get better. We have belief. He say faith of a mustard seed, man. People too busy out here on some I'm Superman, I'm a hero, all this Marvel comic shit that went to niggas' heads.
Yeah, that's facts.
Motherfuckers gotta remember, bro. Ain't no man ever did shit by himself.
Nope.
We didn't start the Garden of Eden. That man did.
He's always had some assistance. Understand me?
Exactly.
Folks
get back to that and realize that and get focused on that. You'll see this world change and do a whole lot fucking better.
Oh, big facts. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, I got a lot of people that come to me for relationship advice because I've been married twice, divorced twice, whatever you want to call it. So they're like, bro, you done been through shit. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but they didn't. And I tell niggas all the time, like, if you know you're doing wrong, you know what I'm saying, without her even pointing the shit out, correct your shit. And if you correct your shit and she's still bitching or nagging, it's deeper than that. She trying to find any and everything, especially if you done fixed whatever it was that she wanted to address, but you fixed it before she addressed it. That's what I'm saying, because a lot of women don't realize. Some men, we know when we fucking up. We know when we doing some bullshit. And because we can tell by your behavior towards us. We know when something off. So when shit off, we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get shit back on the right track. You see what I'm saying? But you got some women out here that ain't enough for them. You gotta go through hoops and hurdles and all this other bullshit, do just unrealistic shit for them to quote unquote feel like you really want to be with them. And I'm like,
if that's the case, you don't need to be with them
right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, some of the, like, if you look at some of the women's standards when it comes to picking a man, this shit ain't realistic.
The standards be outrageous. I ain't even gonna lie.
Like, and that's why they wonder. That's why they wonder why they single. You know what I'm saying?
Mind-boggling to me, bro. It be like I got this one female friend, and I keep telling her, girl, ain't nobody fooling with you, because your standards is out there. You want a man that's making this amount of money, but you ain't making that. That's number one. Two, you want him to be this, but you ain't even that. So you want somebody to bring something to the table that you can't even bring. Because truth be told, you going to attract somebody that's the total opposite of you. You ain't going to attract somebody that's the same as you. Because everybody, everybody was raised.
It's possible, but I don't know. It's
possible, but it's rare.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're gonna get somebody that comes from a different background than you, was raised different than you, probably got different beliefs and morals and values than you. So the whole object of the thing is y'all supposed to come together and grow together as one. Not, oh, you gotta fix this and oh, you got no. Y'all supposed to do that shit like this.
And see, that's another thing where motherfuckers fail, trying to fix each other.
You can't
fix
You
nobody.
gotta fix yourself.
You can fix yourself.
You gotta fix yourself. I don't feel like you can fix nobody. You can be there for support in the transition when they ready, but you can't fix nobody.
Yeah, and that's why I said that's where people fail. Trying, oh, she need to be like the saying say, can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and you can't make a street nigga a husband.
You can't.
You know, and that be people problem. Like, if you gonna marry a hoe, know that hoe's a hoe. Know what you marrying. Know what you getting yourself into. Like mom and them used to always say. Now you take your ass over there, get into something. I don't want to hear you crying and boo-hooing. It's the same way with marriage. When you meet a motherfucker, be honest with them. If all you doing is fucking, let a motherfucker know, hey, I'm trying to bust them guts and be your friend.
Oh God, you hear me? Yeah. Right.
And females need to be okay with accepting that. If you accept it, know that that's what that is. Don't go getting in your feelings being like, oh, well, it's been a year now. Where we at? I mean, it's cool to have a talk, but come on now. You knew where it started at.
Exactly.
Now, also people have a problem with it's supposed to be this, and then that shit happen. You get to moving clothes in and being there 3 days out the week and all this extra shit. Now, yeah, when you there, it's time to have revisit a conversation.
Facts.
But if it ain't that, you know it ain't that. Don't go making it that for one. But if it ain't that and you know it ain't that, leave it as what it is. You know what I'm saying? People have a problem with feeling like because they have intercourse, that means relationship. It doesn't.
It don't.
Be honest with yourself and say we having fun. Let that be what it is. Wrap it up. Don't be having no baby incidents and shit, because that ain't what that is. That ain't where y'all at. Now, if that's where y'all want to go and gonna be, then make sure before y'all jump in there and do the commitment thing and exchange keys and shit, make sure y'all have a conversation to know, okay, we somewhere about the same level, so the work ain't gotta be that hard. We're getting on the same level.
Right.
And the biggest part to that is the work. You gotta put the work in. You gotta conversate. You gotta know where each other is, how each other feel. If a motherfucker change up some shit, you gotta go back and say, well, I know I said I felt this way, but I really feel this way. Is that cool? Or is it a problem?
Right, because it makes me like, because I also got asked, like, why is it that the relationship only gets rocky or is only in trouble when the woman ain't getting what she want and she ain't happy and da 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 da. But it don't happen like that with me.
Because most men don't complain.
Because most men don't give a damn.
Most men are simple.
No, they don't. They just don't care.
Most men like she cute.
No,
her booty big. I like banging her out.
We don't care. It's not that we don't care.
They don't
simple.
We simple.
We real simple.
What does simple
like
mean?
Simple is saying like we just simple. Most men are simple. It's just
and also that's a problem because most women.
I'm asking. My question is, what does that mean?
What I mean, what simple means as in a man, like when it comes to stuff like that, you know, period. Like why the men don't get, you know, frustrated like women do, or why the men do think like, you know, we just simple. And I can't even say simple-minded. It's just more like we don't care about none of this. Let's just get our shit out the store and get the fuck on about our shit. About our way. Type simple.
I'm gonna say
we're not coming here for extra. We're not coming here looking at the clearance. We coming here. We just doing. We coming in. We coming here and get exactly what the fuck we need, and we out.
And
We're
then on
not
top of
stopping and
that,
going. We picking up as we go. We got a list. We're gonna follow it. And that's what we doing.
I'm
right?
gonna say
Because then
this.
on top of that,
I'm gonna
if you
say
think
this.
about it,
As a
If a
married
woman
man,
asks that
as a married
question,
man,
she's one that's just
to
not
answer
a
that question about being simple, it's more like this. If I know what my job is and I'm trying to get that accomplished, I'm trying to get that accomplished. I ain't got time to constantly be bitching at you about what I'm doing. Most of the time, the arguments start is because the woman brings up what's not happening, what's not going on, what's felt. Like
Okay,
we just
so
had the
Right there.
conversation
Right there.
last show or show before about how men don't open up on the natural and put our feelings out there on the table. We pretty much go about the day like, let me get it done. Most men are not taught to cry or not taught to show emotions like we know. So that's why we're so simple. We don't have time to bitch. Yeah, we might bitch if we constantly come home and the house dirty,
you damn right.
but
I don't even make
when
no
it
sense.
comes to knowing I need we need $1,000 for this or that, we just, hitting the clock, hitting the block, whatever to get the money.
Right.
But when you stay simple,
Huh?
a
You want to turn that
6-7-year-old
shit off?
calling at 11:33 at night.
You just gonna let it ring like that.
I mean,
Oh,
it's like I said when the last episode that I was in. This goes back to what I said. You can lose sight of today because you're worried about tomorrow or the next day or the next day.
I guess it might be a lot that I don't understand then.
What I mean
It
by
might
that
be
is
a lot.
what I mean by that is this: a woman will concentrate so much on what he's not doing, she's missing what the hell he is doing, and it's right in front of her because she's so worried about, well, he ain't this and he ain't that and he ain't this and he ain't that and I ain't getting this from him and that. But what are you getting from him? What is he doing
Just
for you?
like, not to disturb
So
you,
my
but
thing
just
is,
like, have you ever
yes,
heard a female
I
say,
guess I understand.
wait,
I
let me
understand where
say
you're
this.
coming
Let me
from.
ask this question. Basically,
Good.
like, have you ever heard a female say he on a 5-year plan or whatever timetable they give him?
Why would somebody give me?
That's the same as getting lost on today because you're so busy worried about what timetable he has to get to the expectation that you have for him instead of
Exactly.
seeing that it's a y'all thing and the expectation is supposed to
Yeah, I
be
don't know
for
about none of
y'all,
them.
not him.
But see, if you really think about it logically, and I tell people this shit all the time, and people think I'm crazy for it, but it's real shit. Stop putting your expectations on people. Because guess what?
Expect
They're not gonna meet
absolutely
them.
expect. You expect.
They're
I
not gonna
learned
meet
to
them.
expect. I learned to expect the minimum from
No, it's
people.
not that. It's not that you gotta expect the minimum. What I'm
You have
saying
to
is,
because no, you have to. You have to expect the minimum. You can't expect people to do things the way you feel like they should be done, or do things the way you want it to be done, or when they can be done. You don't expect nobody to do things or be the way that you are.
makes sense.
Right,
There you go.
right.
So
Absolutely.
therefore, I've learned expect the bare minimum because maybe for me, I expect certain things, and I'm not gonna push it like that, but I expect the things that are just normal, just common sense, small little things, small things that are just things that seems like it's too much for people. So therefore, I've learned to expect the bare minimum from people. I don't expect you to do anything anymore. I don't expect nobody to do shit. I expect to do what the fuck I have to do. I don't expect shit
I
anymore.
get it.
I expect the bare minimum. I've learned it took me a long ass time to learn that shit. And when it comes
Right.
to people other than yourself, don't expect shit from nobody. Nobody.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's best. I'm gonna say I agree. That's best. Don't
I
expect
agree
shit
with
from
that.
nobody. But at
I
the
agree with
same
that.
time,
Cherie,
I
hold on,
feel like
Cherie. Is that Cherie? Cherie. She said, or this person Cherie said, you have to put the expectations on the table at the gate.
Cherie what? What's her last name?
Taylor.
That's my cousin.
Look at your comments. Look at your comments.
That's my cousin right there.
I mean, I say this. Like I said, when you meet a motherfucker, yeah, you have a conversation. So basically, yeah, that is putting expectations out there when you meet them. And people got to realize, if you say, I want a doctor, and you know that nigga's not a doctor, he's a trash man and ain't going to medical school, ain't no sense of you starting no relationship with him and letting y'all know and understand y'all fuck buddies.
Right.
True.
Now, if you just expect a motherfucker to pay half on the bills with you and shit, that's another thing.
Right.
But see, most women out here are getting with these men because of how shit look and not what shit is. Because of what they expect
What they thought,
and not what shit is. What
that
they
is what
thought,
they
not
thought
what
with what they thought when they seen it the first time. They thought this is how it's gonna be every day. Everybody, everybody always put on that front at first. That ain't the real you half the time.
But
don't think because a nigga went and bought a Gucci outfit one day that he got money to
buy a
buy
Gucci outfit in another 2
every
days.
fucking day.
Exactly.
Right.
Because that's what I'm saying about expectations. And like I said, she's right. Because like I said, you got to have a conversation. You got to know what direction your shit's going. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's people problem. So many people are quick to have a drink and have a bump in the bed and not pay attention to nothing else.
Shit, nigga,
And
might
then
get
when
to
they
it
fall
Thursday.
into the rabbit hole that they done went into, they looking crazy like, I thought it was a white rabbit. It's a black rabbit. It's a polka dot rabbit. It's not the rabbit I wanted.
And so
That's your fault.
that brings me to the notion of the fact that you seen who I really was when I busted out a whole box of wine glasses over on the kitchen floor. You took that, and that's how you decided to treat the relationship from that day forward.
And you said leave me alone.
No,
I left alone. I walked out calmly.
You didn't hear what I just said. You didn't hear what I just said.
But yeah.
That's when you seen that side of me. That's how you treated the relationship for the rest of the time.
Yep.
And is that necessarily a good thing on your part?
Right. I'm still here though. But yeah.
Yeah, but you fucked up a lot of times on the way. So
hey.
Did he get it right though?
What about your part?
Right. Yeah. What about your part?
Oh, I always own up to my fuck ups. I know. I'm gonna tell you. Look, I just realized this shit after I done said this shit. I'm sorry. I had learned because my head is so fucked up, and I talk to myself so fucking much. Y'all fucking laughing. I have learned to assess.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
I have learned to assess every situation with myself and my other people of me. All of us. I learned to assess every situation. So I have all my personalities. We all assess the situation, and we come up with the best solution. And most of the time, I figure out when I'm right or wrong.
But which one? I mean, because, okay, like, we joke about it and shit, but, like, nigga really do got different people, for different
I think everybody does.
And when some situations happen, like, I don't know about everybody else, but one of my people, like, is a hothead. And he always want to fire off, like, fuck what y'all talking about. Nigga, I feel this way. This the way this shit about to go down. And then, the other people got to calm him down. Like, look, you can cut this shit out. Come fuck down with the rest of us. And we going to take a peaceful solution. And some people might got two of them people that's like,
But see, I ain't got nobody. I just got me.
These seven want to chill, but these two want to trip.
Right. I get it. Absolutely get it.
Yeah. We all got our little angel and our demon on the shoulder. We got the hood nigga on top. We got, we got the granny on the side. Uncle that, everybody got it. Right. I just tend to sit back and talk to all of mine, and we get this shit right. And then when I fuck up, I fucked up. And I be feeling bad. Like earlier, I did ask. I felt bad about that lady when I yelled at her. She was so spooked. I felt bad, but I was pissed.
Man, bitch,
I got out the car on her. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I did it. No, I didn't. I wouldn't call her. You know, I'm not like you. Hey, bitch, you know, blah blah blah. No, I'm just like you gotta watch what you're doing. You know, drive like you got some sense. Pay attention. But I feel bad when I do stuff wrong, and I'll be the first to admit.
All right, slow down. Start paying attention.
I'm glad you said that, because now I really got a question, and this is more towards the women, and you a woman, so I want your opinion. Why the hell do women have a problem with admitting they're wrong?
And see, this is the thing, you asking the wrong woman, because I will definitely admit when I'm wrong. I don't know why people, I don't understand why anybody
when you're calm
does.
or when you're angry?
I don't give a fuck if I'm calm or angry. If I'm wrong. But you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get the I'm wrong when I'm angry, because I have to woo star, because I don't feel right saying,
That's
I'm
my question.
wrong about
That's
that shit.
the question.
When
you wrong or when you angry? Because see, I feel like no woman will say they're wrong when they're angry.
No, I won't. I
feel like if y'all ever did, you would still get the anger. Like, I feel like women do shit like this. Like, women will pop off like, motherfucker, yeah, and I'm wrong. So the fuck what? What the fuck? Like, can we stop whipping the hair back and forth and snapping the neck?
And that's the reason why I calm down, because it does not. How is that admitting something? Because I'm gonna feel like you really being hostile towards me still, but you telling me you're wrong. Like, are you wrong, or are you, you just being hostile? Like, so you have to calm down. You're not gonna hear it right off the bat. I have to go and go over here.
Look, my cousin over here talking about me and wrong all the time. No, we not.
Yeah, I see it.
No, we not.
Because
y'all grandparents was married for 50 years.
Yeah.
I see, that's what I was trying to get to, but it ain't gonna never happen.
Congratulations to them.
It ain't gonna never happen. I'll be dead by the time I hit that 50th anniversary.
But see, that right there is one of the things we talking about. For that woman to say men always wrong, that means you have not paid attention and looked at you in the mirror.
And see, that might be my problem, because I look at myself too damn much, and that's not enough. Oh, you so pretty, like it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It takes a grown person to, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
I can get through some shit. I have to.
You know what I'm saying? But man,
if not, I'm checking out. So I have to.
Women think they do no wrong, like at all. Like, for real.
When I do wrong shit.
And that be the problem. But for the ones that can check themselves and look in the mirror, them are the ones that's better off than the other ones. Because guess what? No man wants to be with a woman that can never be wrong. Like, no woman wants to be with a man that's always wrong.
And see, that's the thing. I don't understand why men don't ever see that they're wrong. Now, I will agree with that. I have never really met a man that I have really actually been around.
You a damn lie.
Who? That admit when it was wrong.
Me.
Who you pointing at?
You said me.
No, I will admit when I'm wrong.
I admit when I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I do or I don't. You can't say sometimes. See, that's women shit for you right there.
Okay,
women will tell you ain't said. Women will tell you ain't said thank you, and you could have just said thank you to them.
25% of the time, men can admit when they are wrong, and I honestly believe that
maybe it's only because we're only wrong 25% of
I talk about boys. Boys ain't in this conversation. We're gonna leave the boys out. We leaving the boys out. We leaving the little niggas out. We leaving the boys out. We leaving the grown men out with the tight pants on. We leaving all them out.
First of all,
them ain't men. Them is grown bodies.
You cannot call yourself a grown man if you walking around in skinny jeans, let alone some skinny goddamn leggings.
Got on a goddamn belt for what?
Okay.
What the belt holding up?
I don't understand these cats that walk around in flip flops on a regular. Like that's like, come on, man. You got on skinny sweats and flip flops.
In a 4 t-shirt.
I can't
acknowledge you as no grown man looking like that.
They just said we wrong 90. They said men's wrong 90% of the time.
Who said that? No, I know she put it.
She probably dating one of them niggas walking around with the flip flops and the skinny shits on.
Nigga,
men in general are wrong 75% of the time.
I'm skinny. So
okay, you skinny, but I'm pretty sure you don't wear skinny jeans.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure you don't wear skinny jeans though.
No, I got slim feet.
Exactly, that's my point. These niggas running around here in skinny jeans and
so believe it or not, my pants still got room in the bitch.
Right, if you can fart in your pants.
I'm not talking about skinny niggas. I'm talking about niggas in skinny jeans, whether big, skinny, whatever. If your jeans fit you like a woman, I cannot call you a grown man.
I agree. I got you. Yeah,
my some skinny. It's like, come on, bro. What the fuck?
Like, I'm skinny, so I'm aware what fit me. You feel me? But I do see some niggas, and I'm like, bro, how y'all get them on? Like
they be painting their clothes on them. They spray paint their clothes on them when they on the way out the door. And
or it look like my nigga said. It looked like you took your little brother's jeans.
I don't know. They spray this glue shit on the outside so the paint don't go nowhere, and they just be walking around.
Hey. I'm sorry. I can't walk around just showing my ass for no reason.
And then they be thinking at that.
I can understand you got a natural sag, but nigga, no, you actually put on some shorts to sag some skinny jeans, and then the shorts is sagging. You got boxer short jeans, and then you trying to run around with a fucking 30-pack on a fucking stick. Like, come on, bruh.
In a book bag.
You look like a fucking clown at the motherfucking circus. You wonder why the fuck police chasing you?
School book bag. I mean, the elementary school book bag. That's what they are. With they SpongeBob book bag.
Ain't no nigga that sag that don't tell a lie. That should be a red flag. These women talking, I want this, I want that. Well, why your nigga sagging with skinny jeans? Looking like a shitty baby.
Nigga pants tighter than hers.
Like what? Did you thinking in the next 5 years his pants gonna loosen up and come up a little bit or something? Like, what is it? What is it? Man, always wrong. No, women be wrong for fucking with these fuck boys y'all be fucking with, trying to call them men, knowing damn well that ain't no man wearing no damn skinny jeans. I'm sorry. Shit.
Oh man.
I'm skinny, but I ain't doing
so that. I got a question.
Dude in the middle, straight speaking facts. Oh, that'd be Randy.
He talking about you.
Thank you. I try, you know what I'm saying? I just, like I said, folks be talking about they woke, and it's like, how, bro? When look at the shit, look at the culture we letting be a culture. Even
okay. So we talking about culture and everything like that, right? So I got a question. The question is, would you let your kids stay with you at the age of 21? Like, still be in the house over there at the age of 21?
Yeah, because nigga, at the age of 18, nigga, they not ready to hit the world. They don't know everything. They still missing a lot of knowledge.
They still underage in my book. You ain't underage. You ain't underage until you get out on
graduated high school and all that shit. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you cannot send a child out here at 18, bro. They not ready.
And I say yes for one because, like he said, you gotta prepare them. I want you to have a job, and I want me to be your first landlord experience.
Because I want
you to be able to get out the house and stand on your 2 feet.
Look. As
get in your 4 wheels.
As much of a dick you can be to your kid as a landlord, you got to think when they get out here in this world, there's a bunch of fucked up ass slumlord motherfuckers out here that ain't gonna treat them as fairly as you can, as fucked up as you can treat them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like before you leave my house, you know how to have that cash put up for bills and rent.
Yup.
You know what the process is because we done went through it.
We don't know everything at 21.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I feel like a lot of these kids need to be at home with mom and dad while they're going through their college experience because college costs so much.
Right.
You mentioned start debt at 18. So I want to do the best I can to help you keep that debt as low as we can, if we can. So when you do get out, you got the credit to outright buy you a house or whatever the fuck you trying to do.
Big fan.
Yeah, I just don't feel like, I feel like when I'm ready, you can get out, and you're not gonna be ready until, I'm not gonna feel you ready until you can stand on your own 2 feet, roll on your own 4 wheels, have your own business. You can't work for nobody because I'm not playing that shit. Hopefully by then my kids won't have to fucking work for nobody. Cause I'd be damned if I have to have a slave as a child. It's not happening. You gonna run your own shit. I can't do it. You still on my insurance till you 26. So therefore, you still a goddamn kid.
I say God bless you on that because like a lot of parents, you know, and it's not taught to even think like that nowadays, to have my own business so you can take it over and have your own business, to not work for nobody. So many people, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want my kids to go through what I had to go through.
About the 40-40-80 shit no more. That's basically you work for 40 years.
Yeah. I haven't heard that
to accumulate 40 whatever to not take care of 80% of what you need in retirement.
Right.
Okay.
Makes sense.
40 hours a week, 40 years, 80% of.
I don't want them to have a retirement. I don't want them to have Social Security. I don't want them to go to college without it being paid for. The shit I went through, I don't want my kids to go through that. So it's just this shit not gonna work. So you're gonna be in the house till we get this shit right.
You can say you're gonna want them to have Social Security, but they might not have it anyway. Look at how many times they done fucked up Social Security.
Yeah, it might not be around. You're right.
I'm talking about the government.
It might not be around then, but you know, until then, as of now, I stand firm. I already got my kids. I already don't want to go to college because they don't want to pay for it because they don't want the debt.
See, like now, I got another question.
I teach my kids early.
I got another question.
Don't ask to go to college unless it's paid for.
I want to do a question thing. So tomorrow, everybody to tune in, ask us questions. That's why we trying to get a fan base going. We want questions from y'all, but I got a question for some of the fans that do tune in for later on that can comment. Question is, do you feel like a roommate, or feel like this? Do you feel like your significant other is a roommate if he pays more than half the bills?
No.
Do you feel like your significant other is a roommate if
y'all like splitting the bill?
If they pay more than half? Is that what you said?
Or paying half the bills. Feel like that.
Your significant
other. I feel like you shouldn't.
Okay,
I feel like nobody should be paying more unless they understand that they want to.
I'm trying to get this confirmation because I done came through this status a couple of times. It says I would never
go half on that shit.
On the bills.
And
those are stupid, sloppy, stingy
bitches. We talked about it. I just wanted to bring it up. I've had one more female's opinion on this. Like, is it different women out here or what? Does it, does that make so for me put half on the bills? Is that a roommate to y'all or something? Because I'm asking for,
But what you are asking if that's the case?
I'm gonna be real. The question you asking should be asked to women because you got women nowadays that's like, I'm not going half. Like niggas need to be paying everything. And I be trying to tell women like, y'all gotta understand, we ain't in the 40s, 50s, and 60s no more. Like, they could do that shit back then. We can't do that shit now. Times have changed.
The reason why they did it back then is because women didn't work back then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of stuff that was
back then, the woman's job was to sit at home, wash, cook, and clean. Take care of the youngins.
Right.
Women wanted to go to the workforce. It's modern day, and it's also the government fault that it went that way because with
You know what? I'm
so-called
gonna
the
text her and
original
get it.
welfare government assistance, they came in and took the men out. They told the women you will get more if the man's absent.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what happened.
Absolutely.
You
Because
know,
I ain't even gonna lie. One female on my page was talking that nonsense, and I got on there and I was commenting back and forth. And I just let her know, like, man, you gotta understand, we don't live in the times we used to live in. Like back then, they could do that because women wasn't really worried about working
no,
and
they
shit.
couldn't. No, they couldn't. Once government came in, women seen this is why women ended up in the workforce. When government came in and took the men out the household, telling women they'll get more, they never really got that more. So
Mm-mm.
that absent man and that absent worker and that absent cash flow showed a woman what the government is giving still ain't enough.
Right.
Now they done made me seeing Jethro away, and they still not taking care of what he was. So women had to start getting up and going working in the factories and shit. Plus men was being shipped overseas. So that's why I was a shortage of them. And in the end, nobody seen. Yeah, the government claims that they're helping, but they're really fucking shit up. And they're still not taking care of.
Yep. I'm trying to think of this damn picture sitting in my
So
head.
Absolutely right.
Today.
You absolutely right. Because that's what I be telling women, like, man, y'all gotta understand, man. It's a lot of stuff that went on back then that ain't going on now. Like, y'all gotta understand that. And I'm like,
Birth
most
control for
women they be
women.
like, well, I'm independent and da. And I be thinking to myself,
That's
like,
for men.
yeah, if you on Section 8, you ain't
Fathers
independent.
for the other men.
If
And
you on any kind of state assistance, any kind of government assistance at all, you are not independent. You still dependent on somebody.
yeah.
I could
I
give it.
seen
I
something
don't
about
care. I don't care how they try to twist that shit, turn that shit. Like if you getting any kind of government assistance, baby girl, you was not independent. You still dependent on something.
And if you ask me, child support is government assistance. Even if it's coming from somebody else's pocket, just like all the rest of the government assistance, supposedly.
You think child support the good? Well, technically it
Here's
is.
the ticket. Here's the ticket. It really is. If
Mm-hmm.
you
It's going through
if
the same
you do not
system.
have an understanding with the man that is that child's father, for him to come drop off whatever weekly or monthly, it's assistance from the government. Because guess what? The government gonna tell you you gotta go to school to get it. They're gonna tell you this or that to get it. And as long as you do that, they're gonna pay for it and charge him.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Most of these niggas that's on child support now is because 9 times out of 10, baby mama was on assistance. So now all that assistance she done use, guess what, homie? You gotta pay it back.
You got to pay it back.
And it's fucked up because that bitch can go to school for all of 2 semesters, drop the fuck out.
You're grab that
You
money.
still gotta pay for that full allotment that they fucking gave her. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
Right?
pay a certain amount of that back.
Yeah, because one
I
of my
feel like no, don't charge him, charge that bitch. He didn't ask her to go for her education.
man, because one female, she got mad because I said that shit, and I'm like, man,
They always get mad,
honest
and
to I'm like,
unfortunately,
it's the honest to honest truth. Like, if you really sit there and look at it, most of
they
these
always
niggas,
get mad.
most men that owe child support, whatever, guess what? He gonna be in debt for the rest of his life.
Yep.
Like, knock it off.
So that goes
You know what
for
I'm
the
saying?
child's father and them kids because
Right.
the kid's not getting that much money for one. Two, y'all fucking up the money that the father could be actually using on the kids, getting them what they need because then once they get the child support, then they take that. The mother takes that and does whatever. Then she goes back and say, "Hey, I need this, I need that, I need that." And my thing is, I honestly feel like you shouldn't have to pay for two households. You pay for your child, and you pay for the father needs to pay for himself and his kids, and the mother needs to pay for herself and her kids. You shouldn't be
That
paying
ain't the way
paying
it
for
worked
two
though.
households.
That ain't
You
the way
shouldn't.
it worked though. These
That ain't
bras
the way
want
it
you
works.
to pay their light bill and gas bill for another nigga that ain't you to lay up and off your motherfucking hard-earned fucking dollar. Guess what? That's not right. I don't give a fuck if the child's there or not. You can send the child to my house.
Yeah, because I used to get into it with women all the time when they be like, oh, why is the man always worried about where the child support going and what I'm spending it on? Because most of you females are spending that shit on your
It's called child support. You support the child.
It's funny because
not the household,
honestly,
the child.
You can call me wrong for doing this. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I want to say something. As a parent, it is still your responsibility to maintain your household. Now, for the needs of the child, meaning clothes, food, shoes, extracurricular activities, school fees, stuff like that. I feel like those are the needs for the child. Now, the other shit, you have to provide a home for your kid, regardless. Wherever you live at, regardless if you're living with your family or you're living on your own, you're still going to have to provide a home for your child if you're going to have that child. So, all that extra shit that with the child support and stuff, that should not come into play with your household expenses. That, honestly, in my opinion, it should be separate.
Guess what,
I know people don't feel that.
9 times out of 10,
I will refuse to pay for 2 households when I'm only sitting and cleaning.
Yeah, but the average female don't get that. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like the average female, like, nigga, I don't care if you got rent. I don't care if you got a car payment. My car payment, my rent, my house, what matter. And that ain't how it should be.
Exactly. That's big fact. I've been saying that for years, boy. I've been like, and females be like, oh, men wrong because they worried about what I'm spending, because 9 times out of 10, you ain't spending the money on the child anyway. Like, and that's real. Like, if I come to pick my child up from you and you get from head to toe and this nigga still got on clothes from last year, we got a problem.
Yeah.
And that's, in most cases, that's how that should be. And I'm like, why would you want to look so fly and your child look like shit?
My kids always gonna look doper than me. I don't care about none of that. My kids gonna look way better than I do. Like,
I don't know. But like I said,
you're a good daddy, but I'm saying for a lot of these brides go out, the nails
it's
popping,
wrong. Like I said, I look at it like this. It's already wrong because the motherfuckers already
over here needing a haircut. He got on a raggedy ass t-shirt, mismatched shoes or some shit. Like, you gonna slide out looking all good with your baby? Like, you don't realize that's representation of yourself when you let him come out like that?
Right.
And he dressed himself is not an excuse. You mom. You supposed to be God. So it's like, damn, you can't spend the money you supposed to spend on a little nigga. Then you not giving him no guidance on how to put his motherfucking vine together. You ain't keeping his hair cut. You know what I'm saying? And I was just saying to somebody, nowadays, the matted dude is like the dude. Like, niggas don't even, this generation don't get up and pick or brush or comb their hair. They just get up and go.
Right.
Like, that is not a good look. Teach your child, brush your teeth, wash your face, comb your hair. You don't want, if you can't get the comb through it, I'll do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gonna pick it something like, bro, you couldn't walk out my mama's house ashy without your fucking hair combed. Nowadays, like I said, these little niggas nappy-headed, ashy, in skinny jeans, sagging, looking a hot fucking mess.
You right?
I feel like some of these niggas getting shot because they really can't run.
No, that is the reason. And I don't understand why they don't say that. Like, I would get up and do it, but
probably couldn't hop a fence if a dog was on their ass.
It's like you running with no legs together, right?
How you get hit? I couldn't run quick enough. No, nigga, you just probably couldn't run in them tight ass skinny jeans.
Run it out.
Exactly. Take them tight ass jeans off, you be able to move, nigga.
It's like playing. What's that when you tie your leg? 2 people tie their leg together, and you running together.
That's
what it's like.
the fuck is that? I forgot the name of it,
I
but I
can't
know
remember the name of the game.
I know what you're talking about though.
you play that shit
Yeah,
at
but
the
that's
front.
right now they gotta run. So good luck with that. They the two separate legs. The two people legs that stuck together. That's how they legs are in them damn jeans. Like now run like that.
Also, another thing I want to talk about is, and for our parents out here, man, I don't give a fuck if y'all offended or not. Teach your fucking kids how to fight, man.
Please do.
Don't assume they know how to fight. Teach your fucking kids how to fight. And if you don't know how to fight, find an uncle, relative, close friend that got hands
Somebody
that
do.
can fight. Because that's another
If
reason why
you
these
can't
niggas
take
get
your
shot.
child to
For one,
somebody
they
who
can't
can.
run. Two, they too pussy and don't know how to fight. Niggas ain't,
Because I guarantee you,
niggas get hit
You
in
know
the face.
what? I'm gonna
Kiki
agree.
down the street at the other end of the block, she can definitely teach your child. If you can't.
I'm gonna agree.
If Kiki can't do it, Pookie can.
And the reason why I say I'm gonna agree with you on that, my current ex-wife right now, when I first got with her son didn't know shit about fighting, nothing. And he got into it with a kid one day. And he came in the house, boo-hooing, crying and shit. I'm like, what you crying for? What's wrong? And he told me somebody hit him. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, why you ain't hit him back? You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah, that's your first question. Did you hit him back?
And he looks at me funny, like, what? And I'm like, all right, so I taught the little nigga some fighting moves. Well, a couple days go by. He gets ready for school in the morning. He walking out. He go to his bus stop. Now I'm watching from the back window in the back of the house, and I can see his bus stop. So I'm watching, and it's a kid picking on him. And he's standing in his place in line waiting on the bus. And the kid came up, pushed him. He gets up, he pushes the kid back. Kid falls down, kid gets back up like he ready to square up. So he gets in his little fight stance. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, he about to pop up on dude.
He better do what I taught him.
I'm like, he finna do exactly what I told him. So the dude pushed him again. He gets up, dropped the kid. Now everybody want to try to fight him. So he's squaring up with now he's squaring up with everybody. But here come the bus. So he gets on the bus like, hey, shit happened. Come home from school. I'm like, so what happened today? He was like, nothing. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. I said, you didn't get in a little scuffle this morning? He was like, oh, you saw that? I said, yeah, I saw that. He said, did I do it? He was like, did I do it right? I said, yeah, you did it right, all right. And guess what? That same kid didn't pick on him no more. That same kid ended up being his friend.
And that's how it was back in the day. And that's why I say, please teach your kids how to
He wanted
fight.
to be his friend and didn't know how to do it. Is that what it was?
I
It
think
be
that
that.
might
It
be
also
Learn how to
is
communicate
Look,
instead
this is
of
the
using
main
that
thing.
that damn game language. They need to learn how to communicate with their words.
Some kids, look, listen. Some kids try to bully because that's what they see in their people. So when they bully and a kid won't fight back or don't know how to fight, they just gonna keep bullying. It's like fucking hyenas in the wild on some prey.
Yep.
If you ain't fighting and can't protect yourself, you dinner.
Facts.
So when the bully try to bully you and you bloody that nose and show that nigga ain't no punk bitch, guess what? I want to be friends with the other alpha. I don't want smoke. I want to be friends with that nigga.
Yeah, because boy.
I'm saying is my kids better hit their ass better than getting their ass.
Shit, they started
You better
hanging.
swing first.
Kids
You
coming
better
over to
swing
the
first.
house, knocking on the door for them and shit. And I'm like,
You say, keep that go. You better get some licks
that
in.
kid that was picking on him, he was like, yeah. I'm like, got your ass whooped, didn't you? Like, yeah. Like, all my boys know how to fight. Because I know how to fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that, no, you ain't going to pick on me. Don't let this size fool you. Don't let this size fool you.
You got to get that same thing to your kids, and a lot of parents don't. You can't feel like just because daddy ain't here, I can't teach him how to fight.
Like, I put it
You
this way.
can't act like just because I ain't got no brothers, he ain't got no uncles, he can't. No, teach your kid how to fight. If you a girl, you ought to know how to throw hands just like a little boy. And if you can't fight, and your kid can't fight, y'all both need to sign up for some taekwondo or something and learn how to fucking fight.
Right. That's big fact. That is big fact.
That is really why gun violence is really outrageous in the world, because it ain't just these little niggas don't know how to fight. These white boys ain't learning how to fight and don't know how to fight too.
That's true.
Motherfuckers too busy trying to wrestle, and now they ain't even wrestling no more. They grabbing guns. Everything's a gun. Ain't no nigga talking about square up, catch these hands. No, niggas trying to throw guns.
Cause niggas
throw these bullets. I feel like the only way you should want to shoot a nigga is when you reach my age.
That's right.
I'm 40. I ain't got time for fighting no more.
No.
If you want to press the issue and I just say, hey, bro, calm down, and you don't want to calm down, well, I got something that's gonna calm your ass down.
Quick.
But for these young niggas, and I'm gonna say this, even old niggas that want to act young, if you want to act young, be ready to fight. Be out there still fighting.
Right, because that's, man.
But for these young niggas, you anywhere from the age of 5 to 35, you need to be able to throw them hands. Especially if y'all want to be out here, whoa. Now, if you know a nigga is older, he's 40, 50 years old, you should be wanting to leave him the fuck alone. Now, if he an asshole, then apparently something went wrong with them. But for the most part, niggas always want to pop that shit and I'll beat your ass and all that. Put your fucking hands on a motherfucker then. Fight. Quit all this shooting.
But I agree with that. Well, niggas are scared of that shit now. Niggas don't want to fight. Niggas don't want to take an ass whooping. Niggas don't want to take an L. Because of their reputation to take a hit if they lose a fight.
Any real man can say, I took one before.
Yeah. I done lost a couple fights.
And the crazy part is, I don't like these niggas that be lying. I ain't never got my ass whooped.
No, I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Nigga, I done took a couple ass whoopings.
I ain't talking about getting jumped on. I'm talking about one-on-one head up. Niggas be acting like they never took an L. And I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just saying niggas in general, how niggas act like it's impossible to be. Nigga, you are not the Whopper. You are not impossible meat.
Right, you're not gonna win every fight.
Right, that's big facts.
That don't even make sense.
It don't, and it's not even possible.
But that's how
like,
that's
like
I feel like the only way you ain't never took an L through life is if you grew up sheltered and then you got to a grown age and you had a gun the rest of your life. So you spent your life pulling your gun or shooting niggas, and that's why you ain't took an L.
Right.
Shit. That's just the way these niggas act. So parents, please teach your kids how to fight. And teach them to throw them hands and not bullets until they 40.
Bro.
Yeah.
What's that comment up there?
Huh?
What's that comment?
Nah.
What comment?
I said, what is that comment? I just seen a comment pop up.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know.
Y'all them niggas that's been seeing the comments.
Oh shit! I was looking to.
Right, nigga, it just mentioned your name, nigga. What the fuck did you do?
I don't know. I ain't doing nothing.
The church's money. Let me see if I can see it.
Oh, here's the question I got.
No, I can't see the comments, but I can make one, I guess.
Here's the question I got. And this is directed towards women. But here's the question I got.
That's the last comment.
Y'all know this dating scene nowadays. This, I'm just be real. It's ass. It's like total ass. Like
ain't no dating scene.
I wouldn't want to do no dating.
But if that's
right,
what you
I don't want to do nothing like that. I don't want to do no shit like that.
It's Popeyes and chicken.
I don't do no shit like that.
Popeyes and Dickens or whatever they say.
Why is it so hard for women, if they're not interested, to just say that?
I don't know about. I don't understand.
That's simple,
I don't
bro.
know. Cause I would have no problem with saying I'm not fucking interested. Leave me the fuck alone.
That
What
shit
do
is
you
like,
want?
it's
This ain't gonna
mind-boggling,
work.
bro. Like it's like
The truth to that question really is that
That,
you
but
are
it's you know what? I can't. You know what? I will say this. I will say this. What
She
I have
probably
noticed.
interested in the
I've
wrong
noticed
shit.
though. I've noticed with that shit, it's the attention. They trying to see what they can get out of him and how long they can get shit out of him before he realize and say the shit like, hey, this shit ain't working. What we doing? From my opinion, from when I do see this shit, that's what it is. That's what I see.
You know what the real
They
problem
trying to
is?
hang on
You know what the
to
real
get as
problem
much
is?
as they can out of it.
It's because niggas running around here talking about it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah, and half time they don't be gotten it, but they still be giving.
That's a damn
So where niggas be like, I ain't paying for it. Yeah, your dumb ass is.
yeah, you
Because
is,
it ain't
nigga.
tricking because you think you got it.
Nigga, but you tricking. You tricking and she
Exactly.
the hoe.
And she know. So guess what? Even though she ain't interested, even though she ain't interested in your ass, she gonna still slide them pennies to the side or off and let you hit so you can pay the bill or you can do this or you can buy her some Chanel boots or whatever the fuck it is you doing for her. And he gonna be hollering, it ain't tricking because I got it. And she gonna be like, yeah, he my sugar daddy.
Nah, I ain't doing that. Women get mad at me all the time because I be letting it be known like, if you are not my wife, I'm not paying your bills.
You're one of many, but think about how many niggas out here call themselves so-called D-boys. Like I said, they hollering, it ain't tricking.
I got a question with that.
What's that?
I have a question with that. What I don't understand is, how can you muster up the audacity to ask somebody to pay your bill?
I want to know.
I have no fucking idea if they do it.
I want to know the answer to that. Because these women nowadays, that's what they want.
I would not feel right. Like, I feel low. I would feel low if I couldn't bring myself to do it because, I mean, I just don't, I don't understand. I don't get it. And
Look,
they do it
like
so
this.
nonchalantly. Like, it's like I wouldn't even ask somebody to pay for my nails. I mean, I won't get my nails done, but I won't even ask you to pay for my nails. That's how.
Listen.
I don't get it.
You're an anomaly.
Peep this. And this is scientific fact. You can go look at it yourself. You get on half these sites where you're supposed to build up followers or whatever. A nigga could be a fucking known star, but that bitch that's popping and twerking on her shit gonna get more followers and views than he is. Niggas gonna want to send her gifts and DMs and money and cash apps and all that before they go and follow and look at that nigga's content.
That's true. Yep.
Sex sells. That's why even niggas out here on OnlyFans now showing dick prints and all this shit and shit like the females is doing because sex sells. And just like motherfuckers back in the day, a female probably wasn't into all that and looking into all that and paying for it, but now they are.
Hell yeah. I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry. Like I said, if you're not my wife, don't ask, because the answer's gonna be hell no.
Just like you hear females saying all the time, well, one woman won't do, another one will. Well, one woman won't do, another one will.
Go
I
get
want to be the other woman,
that
though.
dumbass nigga that's gonna sit there and pay all your bills. Go right ahead.
And have y'all ever thought about that? How fucked up that saying is? You don't want to be the other woman, but you gonna yell, well, one woman do, another one will.
Shit, if I wanted to go that
No. Have I ever said some stuff like that?
No, not that I know of. I can't remember.
Well, you good that you haven't, but you done heard your homegirl say it. You done heard other females say it.
Yeah, and when they say it, it's like, so then why are you with that one?
Exactly.
Why are you
Because
with
it's
him?
oxymoron. It's a fucking oxymoron. Why, if you don't want to be the other woman, do you have the mentality of what one woman want, another one will?
I'm talking, motherfuckers say that to you for real shit.
This is why I don't have no friends.
It's a
because
breakup.
I can't be with the shit. I'm with this shit, but I can't be with that shit.
That's how motherfuckers get killed out here.
That's why I say to myself, I ain't got no friends, because I'm not about to sit there and watch my homegirl play no nigga out, especially if he really like her. I feel bad for the nigga because my homegirl playing you. I mean,
you even got your homegirl caught.
Exactly. So therefore, I don't need no friends.
I mean, but like I said, that's how the world. That's the world for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Okay,
motherfuckers.
and do you understand why I don't have friends? I mean, I'm trying to be real with you. Do you understand why I ain't got no female friends? Because I can't deal
just
with
like
the shit.
you said,
I
I
can't deal
don't
with
want
it.
my homegirl sitting around me trying to play the other nigga or play a nigga. Well, guess what?
Because that
It's
nigga
even
could have
worse
went to
when you
another
got
good
that
person.
man that works a good job, got a car, picks you up if you ain't got your own car, or even with you having your own car. Baby, let your gas sit in your car. We gonna ride in my shit. Take you to dinner, open up doors for you, all that, and you still giving the pussy away to another nigga. Or you probably fucking a nutting ass nigga over this nigga.
I'm telling you, because women value men. Because I'm telling you, people value the wrong shit in relationships. Like, for real. They value the wrong shit. So when you put your value in the wrong shit, that's going to be the end result. You're going to be looking for, quote unquote, what's missing with this nigga. You going to go get it from this nigga. And if he ain't got it, then you going to go to this nigga. And if he ain't got it, it's like, it's a never ending cycle. It's like, to me, it's retarded.
It's dumb. It's oxymoron, bro, for real. Because
like you don't want to be the other woman, but you ain't got no problem with making this nigga the other man, or this nigga the other man, or this nigga the other man. Like what?
Yeah.
So some shit you don't want to. So some shit you don't want somebody to do to you, you won't mind doing that to them.
in the long run, what motherfucker don't see is you end up doing it yourself. Because like you said, you don't want to be the other woman, but you being the other woman. You being the other woman.
Mm-hmm. Big facts.
So I just say, get your priorities together. Quit being on. If you're gonna get the bag, go get the bag. But don't go get the bag in a whore's way if you know you're supposed to be with that nigga. He got a good job, good car, he treats you good. Get the same back. Go get the bag with that nigga.
Exactly.
Look at the aliens.
That's just like a couple years back, the whole Carucci Wayne thing. And when they interviewed her husband, I'm like, is this nigga gay or he just lame? Because I'm sorry, as my one, we married, living in a house together, I'm going to take you to the airport at 3 a.m. to fly out to this other motherfucker?
Right.
Absolutely not.
Like, and they asked me, like, how do you feel when Wayne calls and she got to go? He like, I mean, shit, got to get that money, got to get the bag. Nigga, this is the pussy you put your mouth on and your dick in.
Right.
And you like just gotta get the bag. When she get home, long as it's clean and showered, I'm gonna eat it. Nigga.
No, I'm not.
For the night,
what? No, hell no. Hell no.
I mean, now, motherfuckers say the truth is, motherfuckers say the truth is he was just hanging out to get the bag off of her. But come on, man, why go through all that? You might as well just do something else to get the money.
Right.
So, I mean, in some ways, these people in society is fucked up and they thinking it's fucked up. And in other ways, it's just stinginess and lack of fucking parenting. And motherfuckers got to realize to do better than the last. If
Yep.
your mama was a crackhead, that
Are you
don't
from
mean you
Kansas
supposed to
City?
be a
Okay.
crackhead or a prostitute. You supposed to be
Yeah, we
better.
all are.
Right.
King. That is.
Nigga, how the fuck I do that? Why you keep sending me that shit?
This push the end button. The end button. All right, Talk Clark, Talk Royalty. We about to get in this motherfucker. We be back on for the late overnight show. We about to have a few questions with the Instagram subscribers while we all on here. Peace.